The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
When we spent our time talking to the coaches prior to the game, they emphasized that they wanted a quick start to begin things. Most of the time you think about that on the offensive side of the ball, but in this case, it's the special teams that provide that quick start.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. But you look at this defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, the head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to be looking at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Cut 19, cut 19. Ready?
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls, or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
Here we go, here we go. Cougar 19. Go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. A short throw caught by Andrews. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Let's go now.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
70 Timberwolves.
2nd and 6. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
One of the best routes, one of the favorite routes of any play caller. He just ran that one. Nice little angle route. That's supposed to be a catch, and usually it is in running back drop.
Yeah, I mean, he's a running back, but he's got hands. He should have caught it. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That is caught. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Hands it off out of the gun.
And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there.
His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Orbits get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Here we go, start!
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
But you look at this defense.
Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up.
3rd down and 6.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
CD, what a sensational start for this defense. Instead of just forcing the 3 and out, which they were about to do, they pick it off and take it in for the score.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't just settle for the standard good way to start a game. They started in dramatic fashion. Take it away, score points, and guess what? They'll be flying to go back out there on defense again after that play.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. But Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. This is taken at the 18.
It's a 54-yard punt with a return of 11. And they will take over 1st and 10.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Come on, come on. That's 79 Broncos. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
On play action, they'll throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone.
Oh, into a sea of defenders, had intercepted. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
19 tight. Mustang 19.
They'll look to throw now on first down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Ready, break.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And a pretty quick burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
60 Bobcats, 18, Pioneer. Cup 19, Cup 19. Buffalo 18. Ready.
Now back to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. Back to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Here we go.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 1st and goal. They got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. He'll drop to throw.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Monarchs have cut it back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They'll drop to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Christian Harris. And he's going to have a first down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. Steps away to his left. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now another timeout called for by the offense.
Come on.
As the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Now a play fake here on first down. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Now a 2nd and 10.
18, 5 years. Cut 19. Cut 19. Ready.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Buffalo 18. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Dragon 60.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Down inside the 10.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this time he is in. Yes. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Orbits will extend their lead here just before halftime. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Let's go now.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressive. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A try here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Ready.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
And they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports?
And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line.
Got it. Ready? Go.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
60 Bison. 60 Bison.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
And he'll get about 3 up past the 25. Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A nice pickup there, 10 yards.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 more on that one and another first down. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the third quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. And if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice game.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Ready, ready. Ready.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. Powers through it.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Cowboy 80. Go.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
From the 22 now, here's the 2nd and 8.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Josh Jacobs, 22 yards. And the Monarchs are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. The extra point up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
18 Rattler.
2nd and 13. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Get it.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Buying time to his left. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
But I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. They'll try and throw for it here. They'll roll him out right. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Check, Bobcat.
So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Let's go now.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Go.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Check it.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So the penalty erases their earlier loss. Now it's 2nd and 8.
79 Broncos. Ready.
He'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. He'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Back to throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open just a split second, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Nick Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted.
Jair Elam makes a pick.
And a short return to the 6-yard line.
Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
Go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Mustang 19.
They'll set up a throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped.
18, Pioneer.
Back to throw now on 1st down.
Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll look to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Well, just a gigantic play here, both sides. This is 3rd and inches.
Back to throw again.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
Come on, come on. Hey.
Looking to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Can't get away, and he's taken down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler, 79 Broncos.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And it's caught. Touchdown. Mark Andrews, 28 yards. And the Orbits have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Point after here coming up. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Okay,
they come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Mustang 19.
They'll look to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year.
And the Orbits have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th.
Sometimes offensive can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But
his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
But here in the 4th quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hurry, hurry!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Ready.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right.
He's got his target. That's complete.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
60 Maverick! 60 Maverick!
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh?